Hey guys, it's SpliceWave here, and in this video I'll be showing you all how to install PlayStation Home Online on PS3, so let's get into it. Now before we start, some of you may have seen my previous tutorial where I showed you how to install PS Home Online on PS3, and are wondering why I'm making the same video again. It's because a few things have changed that made it worth redoing, but a lot of this is the same process. One of those being the fact that PS Home is now playable on official firmware or without having to enable HEN, although you still need to get on HEN or custom firmware in order to install the PKG. And yes, it is still playable on HEN and custom firmware too. But with that all said, let's get started. Now before we download anything, it is important to check whenever you already have PS Home on your PS3. If you do have it here, press triangle on it, go to information, and if the creation date is before 2016, please watch my tutorial on how to extract your cache data, which is linked in the video description, before proceeding with this video. Otherwise, your favourite spaces and clothing items might not be in PS Home Online. But for those of you who don't have a PS Home icon here, or have already submitted your cache data to me, let's continue on. Now the first thing to do is get your PS3 on either custom firmware or HEN, the latter of which is what I would recommend you do. If you need a tutorial for getting on HEN from official firmware, there is a video tutorial linked in the description, and you can come back to this part of the video once it's done. And once you're on HEN, you will need to go onto your PC in order to download the PKG needed to play PS Home Online. Even if you already have PS Home installed, you still need to do this, so let's go on PC. So on PC first, plug in a USB flash drive that's formatted to FAT32, and then open your browser and go to this PKG download link, which is in the video description. And if for any reason it doesn't work, I've also provided a few download mirrors you can use instead. Once you're on here, click download, and once it is downloaded, we can continue. And as you can see, it's finished downloading, so we can close out of the browser and now go into File Explorer. And then we go to downloads, we can see it right here, copy, and then go onto our USB drive, and then just paste it into here, just like that. Then we can go to this PC, and then safely right click, and then eject. And now we can remove it out of our PC and plug it back into our PS3. And then when you're on PS3, go into network settings, as we need to change the DNS in order to connect to my server. So just go through the process like you normally would. For me it's like this, custom. All of this is subjective, but when you get to here, DNS setting, make sure to set this to manual. And then here, enter the primary DNS 64.20.35.146. And then the secondary can be either 8.8.8.8 like I have, or just 4 ones. But once that's done, just keep going through it like you normally would. And then press circle on here, and it will save. And then if you're on HEN, just go over here and enable HEN. And then go to Package Manager, Install Package Files, Standard. As you can see, it's right here, so just click X on it and let it install. And then once it's done installing and it appears here, you're done. But if for any reason the PS Home icon doesn't show up here where it's supposed to, in the video description I have a download link to a PKG that should fix that issue. Just install it the same way you installed that PKG I just showed, and it will make PS Home show up in your games list in this column. But once it appears, just sign into PSN and launch the game. You can restart your PS3 if you don't want to play PS Home with HEN enabled. And like I said at the start of the video, this will work on OFW, which is official firmware. It works on HEN with and without it enabled. And it also works on custom firmware. So if you want to go back to official firmware, you can do that now by installing official firmware via a USB update. And once you're in PS Home Online, if you have any free or paid items from PS Home before it's shut down, such as apartments, clothing, furniture, and locomotions, they will be here, but chances are they will be in storage when you log in for the first time, as you can see here. So be sure to check in there too. And there will be some new items you will have, such as a few apartments, outfits, and interactive furniture items that came with the PKG you installed. You'll know them when you see them. Anyways, guys, that brings us to the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. More PS Home stuff is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But until then, take care and peace.